Hey guys, welcome back. We're going to do a unicorn cheer bow for today's video, and I would also like to share a new Etsy website after we do the ribbon. This starts a new year, and this is also the beginning of the third year with the Big Southern Bows channel. So hopefully we'll get to do a bunch of new stuff this year, and I appreciate all the subscribers and stuff on Facebook. So just to get started, the ribbon we're using is this very, very gorgeous sleeping unicorn, like metallic dot ribbon. It is just some of the most beautiful ribbon I've ever seen. Okay, so this is cut to 30 inches. I'm also going to use my Cheerbow Supply mat, just because it makes it so much easier. And then, of course, you need your glue gun, scissors, needle and thread. You will need whatever hardware you're going to use. I use the crafter's tape, lighter. I also have my my salon clip. And then we'll get to the embellishments also once we get the bow made. And if you use the hairspray, then go ahead and get that out as well. So like I said, this is cut to 30 inches, and so what I like to do first is go ahead and do my ends. Everybody's different though. Some people like to wait. Hope everyone is surviving this crazy cold winter. I'm about as far south as you can get, and we've had nothing but freezing temperatures for a week now, and I hate it. I want my shorts and flip-flops back. My heaters never run this much. Okay, so I've done my ends there. You want to heat seal. Another thing I do with the lighter is whenever I make my creases, I use the lighter as well. It makes it more pronounced. Yep. I am such a butterfingers. Oh, it's terrible. If you just run your lighter over that crease, it really helps to keep it real visible. Okay, so then you're going to line up. Now, I've done a few videos with this before, so this is not a new bow at all, and I've used my mat. You want to line up your crease with the 0. Okay, and then just choose whatever side you want to start on. I'm going to start on the right side. And you just basically line it up and fold it on that 3 right there. This is just a genius idea to come up with this mat. And the Cheerbow Supply company, she has some really good tutorials with the mat. Okay, just want to fold both the creases on the 3 right there. Keep it in place. I think that's my hardest thing, is keeping it in place. It takes me a minute or two, but it's worth it. Let me just hold it right there for a second. Okay, and what I do with my crafter's tape is I just hold this right here, flip this over, and just put one little strip or 2 strips, don't need much, to keep this in place, basically. That makes sense. And for some reason, it looks like I am off by a little bit. I don't know. Okay, anyway. And then I just flip it over like that. And I line up the crease with the points here, the arrow, if that makes sense, to the best of my ability. Then I flip it over. And this is where I get my salon clip. I hadn't been doing this initially, but I would I'd start putting the bow, creasing the bow, and one side was larger than the other. So I said, well, heck, I'm just gonna get my little tool out just to make sure, you know, it lines it up. And then, okay, so that looks good. I'm get my needle and thread. Go through the center there and just take this off. And then do my 3-fold crease. Okay. And then I take my thread and just wrap it around a few times. And then before I tie it off, I just kind of pull the loops out, make sure. Okay, and then I just put my fingers in the top and stretch them out like this. Okay, and that's basically what it should look like, and you're going to spray it with hairspray if you want to hold the shape. So let's finish it off before we put our hairspray on. Now I use barrettes. You know, you can use I think a lot of people that wear cheer bows just put the rubber band or whatever in the back, but we like barrettes. So I've actually done both. I do the cheer bows for some of the cheer squads around here, and they want a barrette and a rubber band, so that is a challenge. Okay, so the last thing here before we spray it is you want to get something to cover the middle. And since we're going to decorate our middle, I mean, you don't need anything fancy, just something to cover up that thread. Yep, unicorns are all the rage right now. So the last tutorial I did the unicorn headband. And I've done, you know, several twisted boutique bows with the unicorn horn in the middle. And then, of course, the cheer bow as well. Okay, so there we have it. And like I said, basically, I just kind of shape it the way I want it and then spray it. I just, you know, get my rave out and spray it, okay? And so we don't have to wait for it to dry. I already have another one that I have already sprayed, and we're just going to use that one. So I'm going to clip it to my handy little stand there. And what I have is I have the little gold horn, and the website that all this comes from is called Pretty in Pink. It's an Etsy website, And anyway, I don't want to take up a whole lot of time until after I finish to tell you about it. But I'll tell you all about it in just a second. And she sells all this stuff. Now, I had these flowers already, but she has thousands of flowers if you just want to get everything. So basically, we're just going to do a real simple center here. Okay. I just do the horn first. And you can make these, of course. I mean, I've made them before, but gosh, if you could just order them already made, it is so simple just to make these. And basically, I just put the glue on the bottom. Oh, would help if I had it in camera range. You have to hold it there once you put the glue. See, I just kind of put it on top. Just have to hold it there for a second. And I'm just kind of letting it dry so it'll stay. Okay. And you'll, you know, have to go back and adjust your loops and stuff, but basically just right there, square in the middle. Okay. And then I'm just going to put my big pink rose, you know, right there in the middle. Just want to cover up the very bottom of that base. Just a warning, if you hear my dogs bark, don't be surprised. They've been cooped up with this weather. Alright, so I'm just sticking my rose there in the center. Okay. Holding it for a second. Scoop this up, maybe I can see a little bit better. There we go. And then you can put as many flowers or whatever as you want. I'm just going to do 3 for right now. I mean, because if you sell these things, you know, the more you add, the more you have to charge. And so, you know, I try to keep my costs down. I mean, these flowers, again, you can make these flowers, but, you know, it's just so time consuming. It's easier to order them. And when you have to buy a whole bunch, I mean, it gets expensive. I mean, it's not cheap to make one of these bows after you pay for the flowers, the horn, the ribbon. I mean, you know, you're talking $10 to $15 just to make a profit, but they are so beautiful and so unique. Okay, so there you go. I mean, basically, I just did 3 flowers, and you know, you can go further or you can stop there. Okay, you can add the ears, which I'm going to show you some in just a minute. Okay, so that's basically the end of the tutorial for this, but I'll show you some of the other stuff that I ordered from the website, and this is just a fraction of what is there. She has so many unique and pretty little things. She doesn't have a whole lot of ribbon, but here's some that I had picked up. This is it's just a gorgeous, like, ballerina, you know, with the little crowns and the shoes. It looks kind of vintage to me. Oh, it's so pretty. It's just hard to describe. Here is another sleeping unicorn ribbon, sort of tie-dye-ish. Real pretty. And this one is one of my favorites. It's the 1.5 inch, like a little rainbow unicorn. Very cute. Alright, and then as far as the embellishments, the horns, she has a lot of different sizes, which that helps. That's what I was looking for. You know, for bows, you don't want the big, great big ones. And this is a 3-inch. This is a 2-inch. I think you can get them as small as 2-inch. And I'm not sure what the largest size is. And these are, I mean, this is just one color. Let's see what else I have. She had several colors. I only got a few. Let's see. This one's the rainbow, and this is pink and white. And she had blue, I think, and purple and red, and you know, all kind of different ones. Okay, so that's the horns. Now, another thing that you may want to consider is the ears. If you want to do the unicorn ears, she had them in different colors. This is the pink with gold. And just to show you, I mean, it is easy to make these, but it's so convenient if you don't have to. Well, I'm just trying to show you what it would look like. But anyway, if you just, you know, put the little ears in there, I mean, that looks so precious. I can't remember right offhand how much the set of ears are, but anyway, I'll leave the link for the website and you can go check it out. Here's some little glitter bunny ears. Very precious. I may use these in a tutorial. And let's see, just another thing I have here. It's just some little bows. And it's just like a pink sequin bow. And then this is a real small, just, you know, one of those fabric or the fake leather kind of, it's got little unicorns on it. And then one thing I forgot, let me pull it out real quick. She had several of these like glitter tulle polka dot kind of things. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them, but I just had to have some. And it's precious. It's like a pink and blue. I just, you know, I ordered a few different ones. So that's, you know, something else you could definitely take a look at. So I will leave the link, and definitely check her website out. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, I think it's out of California. I don't know, I could be wrong, but anyway, it's just so easy to put these, you know, these little centers together if you have all the stuff. Because take it from me, it's very time consuming to make all of this, the ears and all that. I mean, you know, but if you could just order them, it's, you know, it makes it easier, and the ribbon is so pretty. Okay, so anyway, everybody have a nice day, stay warm, and I'll see you next time in the next video. Have a good day.